Hey everybody, Calamity here, or at least that's what the voices tell me. Today's video is going to be all about the brand new artifact sets that are coming in 4.3. There are two new ones called the Nighttime Whispers and the Echoing Woods, and we're going to go over the, I believe it's called like Echoes of the Past or something like that. Really quickly, let's just go over the effects. So two-piece effect is 18% increase of attack percentage. This is already going to make it one of those like good generic two-piece effect. You know, when you're like building a character and in my guides, I always say like, oh, it's okay to get like two-piece attack percentage here and like a two-piece something here. Well, if the character is like a DPS or attack scaling character, two different two-piece effects that give them 18%, like Gladiator's Finale or the Shimenawa's Reminiscence. Now let's move on to the four-piece set, which is the after using an elemental skill, you'll gain 20% geo damage for 10 seconds while under a shield granted by the crystallized reaction. The above effect will be increased by 150%, so that's going to be 50% geo damage bonus for 10 seconds while you have crystallized shield, and this additional increase disappears 1 second after that shield is lost. Alright, so you're definitely going to want a character that can apply a lot of geo to either Pyro, Cryo, Hydro, or Electro for those. You're going to want to constantly get crystallized because, well, you know, compared to the actual shielders in the game, Layla, Zhongli, Kirara examples, you know, crystallized can be a pretty flimsy shield, especially when you're going against, you know, really hard-hitting bosses. So it's going to be hard to maintain this effect. And we can clearly see that this is going to be for Navia, right? I haven't actually seen her kit yet. I did not watch the special program for 4.3, but I will be checking her out, obviously, when she is released in the new update. But right off the bat, I can tell you that if you're a Noelle main, if you're an Arataki Ito main, just keep using the Husk of Opulent Dreams set. It's probably going to be a lot easier to farm because you can do the strongbox method and you don't have to actually go in the domain if you don't want to. Yeah, this one is obviously for Navia, but the other character that could definitely take advantage of this set is Ningguang. Finally, she actually has a 4-piece artifact set for her, because for the longest time, it's always been a mixture of like 2-piece Archaic Petra for geo damage bonus and like a 2-piece attack percentage artifact set piece. So finally, she gets something that's gonna give her a bunch more damage than her previous options. So she's gonna get a bit of a damage boost here, at least like 30% ish. She can do the crystallized reaction, you know, reliably, as long as she has, you know, one of the other mentioned 4 elements to crystallize off of, since she's a catalyst and she does her charge attacks and her burst, you know, just tons and tons of geo damage. So this is perfect for Ningguang as well. If anyone out there is maining her, or you just pulled for her and just got her and you're wondering what the best artifact set is for her, it's going to be this one over her current options, that's for sure. It's called, oh sorry, it's not Echoes of the Past, it's called Song of Days Past. This is going to provide a healing bonus 2-piece effect. Again, we can, if we're building any sort of healer, we can, you know, mix and match with this and like Maiden's Beloved or Emblem of Severed Fate, you know, just early on, but just a little quick recommendation there. And then the 4-piece effect looks pretty long, but let's go ahead and give it a read. When the equipping character heals a party member, the Yearning effect will be created for 6 seconds, which will record the total amount of healing provided, including overflow healing. Dang, 6 seconds. I don't know how if that's a lot of time. Okay, when the duration expires, the Yearning effect will be transformed into Waves of Days Past effect. When your active party member hits an opponent with their normal charge, plunging elemental skill, elemental burst, the damage dealt will be increased by 8% of the total healing amount recorded by the Yearning effect. The Wave of Days Past effect is removed after it has taken effect 5 times or after 10 seconds. A single instance of the Yearning effect can record up to 15,000 healing, and only a single instance can exist at once, but it can record the healing from multiple equipping characters. I have to like reread that in my head to understand. So you can have only one Yearning effect, so it means you won't have multiple stacks of Waves of Days Past. Obviously, you can't have like 10 if you have 2 characters built with it, right? It can record the healing from multiple healers that have this set. So you can't stack the waves of days past, but you can stack the healing if you're having trouble getting to that 15,000 cap consistently. And then equipping characters on standby. Equipping characters on standby can still trigger this effect. That's a weird wording. Oh, meaning they don't have to be on the field when the duration is over, yes? That's what that means? I would say not. That is a decent amount of time, because if you want to compare it to the ocean hued clam, you have, I forgot how much the duration is, but you have to get like 30,000 healing, I think it is, or something crazy like that, right? To get the most damage from it. So 15,000 is a little bit of an achievable cap, although 6 seconds means you're definitely going to want some sort of burst healing character. I'm thinking Charlotte could use this with her burst, because it also counts over healing, which is good. Other characters like Kokomi could definitely get that 15,000 cap easily. Maybe Barbara with a good burst. But yeah, you have 6 seconds to get it, and what you get is 8% of 15,000, assuming you get the max. So 8% of 15,000 is 1,200 if we did our calculator math correctly, which I think I did. That's a 1,200. Is that like 1,200 attack bonus to your normal attack, charge attack, plunging attack, elemental skill, or burst? And you can only, and it's only going to affect 5 times. I feel like this is best used for some really hard hitting burst moves, like Raiden Shogun's burst. That initial burst, getting that 8% is going to be great. But for characters like Yoimiya, who's going to be spamming her normal attacks, I guess you'll see like a short burst of increased numbers for her combo, but she spams so many attacks, you're going to chew through those waves of days past in like 2 seconds. But yeah, we can talk all day about the DPS characters that could use this set, and there's definitely gonna be a lot. Maybe even Navia herself, right, could be paired with a healer that could take advantage of this set. And you can have multiple healers with this set to achieve the 15k healing if you need help. But I feel like that should be obtainable by some healers. I think also Chi-Chi also going to be another option if you want to use this days past set on them. It also looks really nice, just aesthetically pleasing to look at. I don't know, on paper it's a lot. I'd have to like really see it, like visually see it in like in actual combat to see if the 8%, you know, assuming you can get the max healing in 6 seconds and it feels like you're consistently getting it with your choice of healer, and then actually seeing your damage increase, you know, is it worth it? There's 2 parts to this set that I'm thinking about, like who benefits the most from a set like this, and which healer would be the best for this. And again, obviously Kokomi, like burst healers, I feel like you could easily get that 15,000 healing. I'm curious to see what you guys are theory crafting when it comes to using both of these new sets. So we have the Whispers and the Song of Days Past sets. It looks like the Song of Days Past definitely is going to get more usage out of more characters in the game since we have so many healers, right? And then the other set, very, very limited just because it's geo damage and we don't have a lot of geo DPS characters. And even then, some of them still prefer the Husk of Opulent Dreams, like Noelle and Arataki Ito, because they're defense scaling. Even Albedo is a sub DPS and he prefers Husk of Opulent Dreams as well. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the new artifact set and if you're going to be farming them and for who. I'm very curious to know. And this is going to be it for my little short look into these new artifact sets. Should be, hopefully they're not too much of a pain to farm, and should be a lot of fun for Navia and Ningguang especially, at least for the first set. And then for this one, your choice of healers, honestly. Try to give it to some bursty healers that can get that 15k in less than 6 seconds. Don't forget to leave a like and or subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. I plan to make more, especially once the new update drops. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.